Welcome to Mama's Priceless Parties. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the easiest rainbow cupcakes. They are so colorful and the kids absolutely love them. To make things simple, I'm going to be using the Betty Crocker Super Moist French Vanilla Cake Mix. Now I'm going to show you how to make this step by step, but the directions are also on the back of the box. We are going to start by emptying the cake mix into a mixing bowl. And I like using a mixing bowl with a spout, and I will show you why later. We are going to then add 1 cup of milk, and I always use milk instead of water. Next, we're going to add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and finally 3 eggs. I'm going to use my hand mixer and I'm going to turn it onto the low speed just to gently mix the ingredients together so that no powder flies up at us. And once it's mixed in a little bit, then I'm going to move my mixer to the medium speed, and I'm just going to mix until the ingredients are combined. Now, if you don't have a mixer, then you could whisk it by hand, but you would want to do that very rapidly for at least 2 minutes. Now we are going to divide our batter into the same number of bowls as the number of colors we want in our cupcakes. So for example, today I'm going to be using 3 colors in my cupcakes, so I need 3 bowls of batter. You want to keep the overall batter level in each bowl as consistent as possible, but it does not have to be exact, so just try your best. We are now going to color our batter. So I love using the Wilton icing colors because it's a concentrated gel, which means a little goes a long way and it won't change the consistency of our batter. Today I'm going to be using the color Rose, and I'm going to insert a toothpick, get some icing color, and I'm going to insert that into the batter. Next I'm going to use my spatula and scrape the icing color off the toothpick, put the toothpick on the paper towel, and then I'm going to mix my icing color into the batter. Now, one thing to keep in mind when mixing our colors is that when we bake this batter, the color will lighten. So you want your batter color to be darker than what you want your cupcake color to be. Make sure to get to the bottom of the bowl, scraping it so that all your batter is the same color. Next, we are going to do the exact same thing for our second color, and today I'm using the color Violet. Lastly, our third color I'm using is Sky Blue, and after mixing it, I'm noticing that I need it a bit darker. So I'm just going to add some more icing color and mix it into my batter. So again, keep in mind you want the color of your batter to be darker than what the cupcake color comes out, because as the batter bakes, it lightens. At this point, you should have 3 bowls of colored batter. So I have Rose, Sky Blue, and Violet. However, you can choose whichever colors you prefer. Now we are going to pour our colored batter into a piping bag. We are going to use a 12-inch piping bag, and we're going to open it up and insert it into a tall water bottle that is at least 24 ounces high. We are then going to open the piping bag up to make sure that we can see to the bottom of the piping bag. Next, we are going to pour our colored batter into the piping bag. You want to make sure that you're doing slowly and aim for the center of the bag. If you're using less than 3 colors, then you'll want to use a 16-inch piping bag. To see the products and tools that I use in this video, check out the description box below. Now you can see it is much easier to have a mixing bowl with a spout when pouring. If you don't have a spout, just use your spatula to guide the batter into the piping bag. You want to stop pouring when your batter has reached just above the top rim of the water bottle. Next, we're going to grab the piping bag with one hand and the water bottle with our other hand, and we're going to wiggle the piping bag out of the water bottle. Then we are going to twist the top of the piping bag and apply a clip with a lock. Now our Sky Blue is done. We want to do the same for the Violet and the Rose. Next, I'm going to get my cupcake pan ready. So I'm going to insert a cupcake liner. I'm going to push my finger down, and this is a trick I like to do to see what happens when the batter pushes the liner down. So if you get one, like in this case, where there's an indent, replace the liner. Otherwise, you will have that indent when it bakes. I'm going to do this for all my cupcakes to ensure that my cupcakes are nice and round and have no indents. Now we are going to fill our cupcake liners. So using our piping bag full of batter, we're going to make the tip face up, and we're just going to cut a small opening at the tip of that piping bag. Next, I'm going to place my piping bag over my cupcake liner and squeeze a bit of the batter out. And I'm going to do this liner by liner. And for mine, I'm just randomly moving my piping bag around for my design, but you could use whatever design you want. So you could do a layer, you could do a block to the left and then a block to the right. It's whatever design you would like. Next, I'm going to take my second color and I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with my first color. Now this one, I want to try and get the spots that I did not get with my first color. And I'm going to go liner by liner until I'm done. Then we're going to add our third color, which was the rose. And I'm going to do the exact same thing as the first two colors. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to make your design. Next, I'm going to go back to my first color, then my second color, and my third color. And I'm going to keep doing this until my cupcake liners are half full. Now, let's put our cupcakes in the preheated oven. So on the back of the box, it shows us to put our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit for a nonstick pan. However, I like to reduce my temperature by 25 degrees, so my oven is set at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. This allows for the cupcakes to bake more evenly and have a flatter top. We will want to bake our cupcakes for the lowest time shown on the back of the box, which is 13 minutes. We are then going to remove our cupcakes from the oven and insert a toothpick in the center of a cupcake, pull out, and if there are no crumbs on the toothpick, then they are done. If there are crumbs, then put it back into the oven for a couple more minutes and recheck with another toothpick. Leave the cupcakes in the pan for 10 minutes and then transfer to a cooling rack. Allow the cupcakes to cool completely before frosting. Now look at all these colors. I absolutely love this. The best part is when the kids bite into this cupcake, this is what they will see. Absolutely priceless. Now let's add our frosting. Today I'm going to make a rainbow rosette on top of this rainbow cupcake. Double rainbows. So using a 1M tip, I'm going to squeeze and make a star. With consistent pressure, move to the right and make a circle around the star. Release pressure and pull away. If you need help making this rainbow rosette, click the link in the top right corner for my multicolored rosette technique video. Another great way to finish off your rainbow cupcakes is with a plain white rosette. You can add sprinkles or cupcake toppers. Either way, I hope your rainbow cupcakes are absolutely priceless. If you enjoyed watching this video today, don't forget to subscribe. Happy baking!